Kenya Vision 2030, in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth, held its inaugural Youth KIKAO Engagement Forum on Tuesday. The event, themed Digital Superhighway and Creative Economy, celebrated the potential of Kenya's talented youth in fields like music, fashion, and more. Speaking at the forum, Ken Mwige, Director General of Kenya Vision 2030, called on Kenyan youth to take up their space as the leaders of tomorrow and create their own employment. Here is more on the same. Kenya Vision 2030, in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs, held its inaugural Youth KIKAO Engagement Forum on Tuesday. Youth KIKAO Engagement is a dialogue forum that helps to empower and showcase the power of the youth creativity. The event was themed Digital Superhighway and Creative Economy, where young innovators showcased the economic potential as the creative industry in Kenya.
The youth actually fall under the social pillar, and there is an agenda for promoting youth to participate in economic development, and then that being the reason why we needed to talk to the youth, because the youth comprise 76% of the Kenyan population. They're aged below 35 years old.
Speaking exclusively to GBS TV, Ken Mwige, the Director General of Kenya Vision 2030, said the event is meant to mentor the youths and called on personal initiative from the youths to take up their space.
Extremely important to connect with the youth right now, especially from government. That's why we came up with KIKAO Ground with the Ministry of Sports and Youth. KIKAO Ground, we need to connect with the youth because we need to mentor you, we need to hand over to you young people. So what we're saying is, wacheni kungojea, stop waiting for the government to come to you. Government by its nature cannot find everyone. At some point, there's space for personal initiative. And that's why we said, form ni kujituma. Form ni kujituma. Don't sit there waiting for government to bring you a job. There are no jobs nowadays in the formal economy. What is growing in this world is a gig economy and the informal economy. And that depends entirely on whether you can think or not. That's why this Kenya government, one of the pillars of the better bottom-up economic transformation agenda, better, is the creative economy.
On their end, the officials from the Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs expressed the ministry's deliberate intention to provide a facilitative environment that the youths can use to develop their skills.
Talking of a deliberate effort by the government to provide a facilitative space where the youth can develop their skills and also be able to get a linkage and a platform where they can convert all that they're able to do to money to a livelihood.
So it is out of that we have gone out of our way to engage partners, like-minded partners who are working in the youth space, to come and support government to be able to realize its dream of having a well-educated and empowered youth. One of the strongest partners that we have had so far is IYF, which is actually supporting our youth as well as our officers also in the area of mine education.
The team further expressed their joy as Kenya is set to host the Youth Connect Africa Summit. Hosted by the government of Kenya in partnership with the Youth Connect Africa Summit is expected to convene over 20,000 young people, government officials, corporate leaders, and development champions.
We are talking about the world. We're talking about, the global economy. And the summit is going to bring together about 20,000 youth from all over Africa. We have also had interest from across the globe of youth wanting to attend the event, and it's going to be a presidential event. And we are also expecting about 13 presidents or heads of state from Africa.
We've had numbers ranging up to about 8,000. This one is going to host 20,000, and several heads of state will also be in attendance. And I think most importantly for us is to create that platform where the youth will be able to engage on matters that are of concern to them. They will be able to network. And as we are moving towards a borderless Africa, remember, and our own country has taken the lead.
Kenya Kenya Vision 2030 is based on 3 key pillars, namely economic, social and political, which are anchored on foundations known as enablers. These pillars and enablers are critical in achieving the desired transformation by 2030.